9 Ways to relieve anxiety without medication. Anxiety is a common struggle, and medication isn't the only route to finding some relief. Anxiety is a natural human emotion, but when it gets severe enough to interfere with daily life, it can be debilitating. Anxiety is treatable, and there is a wide array of treatment options. Medications and therapy are two of the most common treatments for anxiety, and they're highly effective. But there are also natural anxiety remedies like exercise, meditation, and breathing exercises that may be able to address your symptoms. What is anxiety? Anxiety, in small doses, is a normal part of human life. It can become a serious problem when it becomes too frequent, intense, or disconnected from reality. Healthy anxiety levels can help warn us about potential threats and increase our reaction speeds. But with an anxiety disorder, people may feel overwhelming worry or fear about otherwise mundane matters. In these situations, the brain can become unable to function normally. Some of the more prevalent types of anxiety disorders are listed below. Generalized anxiety disorder. This is the most common type of anxiety disorder. When the onset of anxiety can occur around many different situations or events. It is often categorized as generalized anxiety. Obsessive-compulsive disorder. OCD involves a combination of obsession and compulsion. The compulsions are often rituals or methods to prevent or reduce the intrusion of obsessive thoughts and feelings. Panic disorder. Panic is similar to anxiety but dramatically heightened. A panic episode can feel like a heart attack or other life-threatening event. Comes on with an overwhelming sense of fear or dread. Post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD is a response to a particular traumatic event or series of events. The impact of these events is so extreme that the mind and body can feel it recurrently. Social anxiety disorder. Many people feel some anxiety when engaging in or thinking about social situations. It may be a social anxiety disorder if these feelings are debilitating and recurring. 9 Natural remedies for anxiety. Although natural remedies for anxiety can be helpful for many people, these are not always enough to deal with anxiety disorders. If you find that natural remedies don't sufficiently help with your anxiety, consider speaking about anxiety treatment with a medical expert in mental health. Limit caffeine intake. Caffeine is a stimulant, and in many ways, anxiety is a state of overstimulation. Caffeine intake can impact anxiety in individuals, but the relationship is sometimes complicated. A high level of caffeine consumption is linked to increased anxiety in men but not women. Other instances have shown that low levels of caffeine intake may be linked to reducing experiences of anxiety. How caffeine affects your body can vary significantly between people. Suppose you notice heightened anxiety in the first hour or two after consuming caffeine. In that case, you might try consuming less next time and see if it reduces the anxiety. Use aromatherapy to relax. Smell plays a special role in the human body. This sense is more directly connected to the brain than the other senses. Based on smell, our brains can determine important information about our environment, how we should respond. In a state of anxiety, the sense of smell becomes biased towards detecting threats. Pleasant, comforting scents may be a helpful way to interrupt this cycle. Removing smells associated with threats and replacing them with ones related to comfort, pleasure, and safety may ease anxiety. Try herbal tea or supplements. If you experience high anxiety levels, a warm cup of herbal tea could help in more than one way. The ritual of sitting still and drinking tea, as well as the consumption of warm liquid. can all help to calm and soothe the body. Some positive links between drinking some teas and reducing anxiety. This anxiety home remedy begins to look even better. Herbal tea consumption being linked to a decline in experiences of anxiety. Practice deep breathing. Many therapists and psychologists recommend breathing techniques for reducing anxiety and finding calm. One benefit of deep, diaphragmatic breathing is a reduction of the presence of cortisol, the stress hormone, in the body. Meditation and mindfulness. Both meditation and mindfulness techniques have been shown to reduce experiences of anxiety. Many people report positive mood and anxiety impacts from meditation and mindfulness practices. Exercise daily. Regular exercise is one of the most recommended anxiety home remedies. Exercising less may still have benefits for anxiety, but are likely to be less pronounced. Use journaling to process things. Journaling is a technique that has been used to help cope with anxiety for a long time. While journaling may make the emotions feel sharper at first, regular journaling can help to reduce or prevent heightened anxiety. The bottom line. If you still experience chronic or severe symptoms despite utilizing anxiety home remedies, speak with a medical professional, likely a therapist, psychologist or psychiatrist, to discuss anxiety treatment plans.